Eyewitness News at 6 on WUTR.
Evening for the annual Summer Bazaar at Our Lady of Lourdes Parish in Utica. Eyewitness News reporter Shelby Pay joins us live now from the annual fair. Shelby, what's going on down there?
Well, Jamie, it's a beautiful night out here. As you can see behind me, people are enjoying the rides. There's plenty of them to ride. There's games, good food, live music, everything that you'd want for an end of the summer celebration. This is the last chance that kids have the opportunity to do anything like this right here in Utica until next summer. So if you want to stop by, you got to do it tonight through Saturday. And again, this is a fundraiser also for Ladies of Lourdes. So if you want to support them, come down and check it out. And hopefully the weather stays nice for the rest of the bazaar days. I'm going to send it over now to Chief Meteorologist Craig Flint, who will tell us more. Craig?
Yeah, Shelby, it will. I mean, you couldn't dial up a better Labor Day weekend forecast at all. It is going to start to warm up for the, unofficial end of summer. By next week, we could be staring down a heat wave, which means 3 days at or over 90. Far from that now. Just a lot of sun and blue sky out there. It's great. Nice cool temperatures running in the upper 60s at last check. Notice the dew point is 47, northwesterly wind ushering in dry air. That 47-degree dew point means the number, the temperature is going to chase that. So we're going to end up somewhere in the mid-40s, turning chilly. Another opportunity to see the nearly full blue supermoon tonight. Should be excellent viewing. More on that in a moment. Tomorrow, nice and comfortable. More sunshine, warmer afternoon, high of 78. All right, so here's the specifics. Technically, it is not 100% full, but it's nearly full. The moonrise tonight at 8:18. Go out and check it out. The viewing is going to be great. The next blue supermoon, in other words, 2 full moons in 1 month, one month time plus a supermoon, will be January 2037. And it's refreshingly cool, but like I said, we're keeping an eye on what could be a heat wave here next week. Upper 60s now, just gorgeous out there. Mid 60s into Otsego County. And up into the Adirondacks, we're in the low and mid 60s. Here's a look at, this is Hurricane Franklin, still a Category 1 hurricane, treading water. A couple of other areas we're watching. This little disturbance here, keeping an eye on that. And that little curly Q is Jose, newly formed tropical storm, way out in the Atlantic. And then this kind of broad circulation here is what's left of Adalia. We'll show you the big view here on Futurecast. High pressure, large and in charge right through the weekend. And we are going to start to really heat up. So here's a look at the Labor Day weekend forecast. Warmer Saturday, 82. Toasty on Sunday, 87. The sun labors on Monday as temperatures get to near 90, if not in the low 90s, as we go into early next week. So summer comes roaring back. You'll see that on the 7-day forecast. 78 tomorrow, sunny to partly sunny Saturday, 82. Here comes the heat and some humidity into early next week. 3 days at or over 90, which would mean a heat wave before clouds increase by Thursday. Temperatures will be in the mid-80s at that point. Jamie, over to you.
All right, Craig, thank you. Before we go to break, let's take a quick look.
Now, your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
All right, good evening, Tim. Meteorologist Craig Flint. That is a look downtown, actually from downtown, heading towards the sign along the thruway, the Utica sign there. Beautiful, clear sky out there as the full moon, well, it's not technically full. It's nearly full. Technically, it was full last night. But still should be pretty neat sight to see. It's a little bigger because it's a supermoon. And it's beautiful out there, clear sky. Temperatures tonight, though, are going to get a little chilly as we drop down into the mid-40s, I think, with a light wind speed. And then through the day tomorrow, beautiful weather. So the blue supermoon, now it's not blue, doesn't really look blue, in case you're wondering. But anyway, it's the second full moon in the month of August. Remember, about 4 weeks ago, we were talking about the full moon at the beginning of the month. Well, here we are, nearly full moon. It was up at 8:18. And the next one, where we have 2 in 1 month and it's a super moon, isn't until January 2037. It's refreshingly cool out there tonight if you're heading out to check it out. But then we're talking about the potential heat wave going into next week. If you're a Bruce Springsteen fan, you'll get this reference, The Rising, over the next 5 days. Look at 78 Friday, and then we're into the 80s over the weekend, and then I think low 90s as we get into Monday and Tuesday. All right, here's the latest with the tropics and Adalia, a shell of her former self right there. This little band of rain is pretty much all that's left. Then we have Franklin. We have Jose now, that little swirl right there. There's Bermuda. All of these storms treading water, so no big deal in terms of the tropics. And no big deal here either. Look at this. We click the hours away. Timestamp at the top of the TV screen. Beautiful weather again tomorrow. Sunshine. Temperatures will make it into the upper 70s as we get into the afternoon. And I think as we go into the day tomorrow, again, plenty of sunshine, and that's going to continue right through the weekend. So we're in the upper 70s tomorrow, and then I think we're going to add to that and get into the low 80s to mid 80s by the time we get to Saturday and Sunday. And then Monday, 90 degrees for Labor Day, or kind of close to it. I think low 90s Tuesday, and then another chance of 90 degrees on Wednesday. 3 days, that would constitute a heat wave. Interesting that it's waiting until September to happen, but nonetheless, summer making a late appearance here. Clouds increase by Thursday. Highs will be in the mid-80s. We got to take a quick break. Eyewitness News continues right after this.
Eyewitness Weather Forecast.
Welcome back, Central New York. Meteorologist Craig Flint as we are continuing with some great weather as we get ready to roll on into the Labor Day holiday weekend. You know, it's the unofficial end of summer, but it's really going to start to feel like it, kind of like a late arrival of some summer weather. You know, in August it was kind of cool, relatively, compared to what we're going to get ourselves into. Clear sky now. Another comfortable day tomorrow. It's 53. There's no wind. Dew points are in the 40s, so all that means is that's where we're headed. Down into the 40s tonight, turning chilly. Clear, calm, moonlit sky. Tomorrow's a beautiful day. Sunshine, nice and comfortable. Warmer for the afternoon, high of 78. So the blue supermoon is out there tonight. It came up at 8:18, nearly full. Technically it was full last night. Go check it out before you head to bed. The next time we get a super blue moon isn't until January of 2037. And it's a nice, fresh, cool night out there. But like I said, we're on track and on course for what could be a heat wave next week. Settling back into the 50s now. Some of the more rural countryside locations already dropping into the 40s. It's in the low 50s into Otsego County, Cooperstown, Milford, Worcester, Morris. And then up in the Adirondacks, already dipping into the mid and upper 40s in the heart of Hamilton County. 49 right now in Old Forge. So Adalia is now post-tropical, no big deal. Kind of a remnant circulation there, but really hard to make out at this point. We're still talking about Franklin out here in the central Atlantic, and then so there's Franklin, and then this little swirl right here is Jose, newly formed tropical storm. All of these systems are just going to tread water. And this big area high pressure over top of us is going to provide us with just some beautiful weather as we go through the Labor Day weekend here. So here it is for you. Warmer air on Saturday at 82, turning toasty Sunday, more humid late, and the sun labors on Labor Day as temperatures get close to 90. as this heat bubble that's been kind of parked out over mid-country slowly starts to kind of ooze its way to the east. So by the time we get into early next week, we could have temperatures in the low 90s. So comfortable tomorrow, then we get into the 80s to near 90 by Labor Day. Into next week, low 90s. And notice 3 days at or over 90 would constitute a heat wave heading into September. And of course, you know, back to school for the kiddos. Going to be kind of tough to concentrate mid next week with sunshine and high temperatures near 90, increasing clouds Thursday, and highs in the mid-80s. We take a quick break. Eyewitness News continues right after this.